Hi friends, now time to for story time. This book is fairy tale piece of literature. The book is intended for age 5 and up. It is developmentally appropriate because of the rhyming text, repetitive phrase, and complementary illustrations. The Summer Queen, Nick and Claire Force. Illustration by Ellen Babuni. The queen of summer island loved the sun. People thought they loved sunshine more than she loved the king or her four sons. She never did any work. A young maid looked after the children and taught them all about the rain and the sun, the wind and the clouds. Some said she gave the boys magic powers. The king would stroll around the island in the cold everything, helping people with their problems. When he didn't know the answer, he would ask the moon for the wisdom. Wisdom means knowledge. Sometimes it rained on Summer Island. Hug drops burst like bullets on the roofs. Rivers ran down the leaves of the banana trees. The Summer Queen hated the rain. She hated crying an umbrella, and she never splashed in puddles. Do you like the rain? One day, after a long, lazy spell of sunshine, some rain clouds appeared. The people were glad. They needed water for their crops, but the summer queen was boiling mud. How do I get rid of these rotten rain clouds? She asked. Your son can do it, whispered a servant. The queen was amazed. Can my boys blow the clouds away? She asked the young maid. The maid replied, Sun, rain, wind, and snow. I have taught them all I know. If they blow the clouds, they will go. Hot diggity dog, exclaimed the queen. I can get rid of the rain forever. But the maid said, Sun, snow, wind, and rain, they are young to stand such strain. This will cause them too much pain. Strain means hard work. Don't don't care, said the queen selfishly. My children will do what I want. Rhyming words, rain, strain, and pain. Do you think she is being mean? She took them to a high mountain. Blow the clouds away forever, she ordered. We can't do that, they said. The island needs rain. If you really loved me, you'd do it, shouted the queen. Because the boys really loved their mother, they faced north, south, east, and west and started to blow. The clouds slowly moved. Harder, yelled the queen. That's not enough. No. So they blew harder, but not they were very tired indeed. Harder, said the queen. I thought you loved me. The boys gave on final puff, and the clouds disappeared. Fantastic, cried the queen. She did not notice that her boys had fainted. She rushed back to the royal sun lounger while the young maid sent for a nurse. After that, things got very bad. There was no water for the island. The crops began to die. The soil turned to dust. What do you think? There is no water? One day, while sunbathing, the queen called for a drink. Instead of water, she was handed a glass of dry, red dust. She turned to find the king standing there. What's this, you lunatic? Asked the queen. Lunatic means crazy. The water has gone, the earth has turned to dust. He said, the moon told me you forced our sun to send the clouds away. Now they are dying. Suddenly, the queen's hot heart turned icy cold. She rushed to their bedside. Their faces were as white as the sand on the beach. What have I done? Cried the queen, and the young maid said, sun, rain, wind, and snow. Love will come and love will go. Four boys lost with just one blow. The queen realized that she had been living a selfish, dried up life, and she began to cry. Rhyming words go and blow. Queens Queens is sad. What makes you sad? Queen the queen cried so much her tears flowed like rain out the door, along the streets, and into the fields. They watered the crops and washed away the dust. The splashed onto her sons' faces, and at once the boys awake. I am so sorry, she cried, hugging each on. The maid picked some sugar cane and made straws. She gave them to the boys who sucked the clouds back towards the island. The clouds grew bigger and blacker until a storm broke. Everyone danced in the rain. Even the queen splashed in puddles. Nobody noticed that the young maid had gone, but later, over the island, for the first time since anyone could remember, there was a rainbow. Look, rainbow.